Alrighty. Let's do this thing. Quiet on the set.
Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. Coming to you live from Deltona, Florida. Celebrating over 10 years plus. And still running. Who would have ever thought they would last this long? Lunch with no other than the dynamic duo themselves, Laz and Jack. Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
This is Jack. Welcome to another glorious lunch with Jack.
Lunch with Laz and Jack, where Jack's microphone is clipping like a mofo again because he hasn't checked his settings yet today. Yes. As another phone call comes in. Or does it? I don't know. Is it a phone call? Isn't it a phone call?
It is. It's completely dead air. So I've got it active on mute to see what the fuck happens.
Yeah, we got absolutely nothing coming from you right now. As he checks those settings.
Hey, there.
There
Welcome
we go.
to another fun edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the Shroud of the Avatar nude so you don't have to do anything other than question your own personal life choices and ours, because they deserve to be questioned. The person finally hung up. I put them on mute and on speakerphone. There was nothing there, so I don't know what they were doing. But yeah, giveaways are open on both streams. Hopefully, if you are a Shroud player and you're looking for a streamer bundle, you can bundle me on twitch.tv/NBNN News and twitch.tv/Cynicist.
That's right. All my fault, Tina. All my fault for breaking Jack's audio.
Yeah, that's Windows, man. And I want to know what happened to the little program thing that I downloaded that was supposed to fix that and
Yeah, I told you
always said it like.
those things don't work.
Well, I mean, it worked for a day or two, and then after that, it's like, where'd it go? It's in startup, I believe. Trying to find the little thing.
Things are never the same after hitting 50.
Nope, nope, nope. Things don't work the way they used to. But hey, if you're here for a Steam key giveaway, you can always go on Laz's side, bang I love free shit, and then come over to my side and bang the bootay.
That's right.
So how's your weekend, Laz?
Got plenty of keys available for those of you folks. Actually, I'm actually running low. Huh? Interesting. I may have to buy some more, or do I have some in reserve? I don't know. I have to take a look. But good weekend. Can't complain. As went out for Chinese food on Saturday. Got plenty of that left over for tonight's dinner, probably. And otherwise, nice, relaxing weekend. How about you? Any naked shenanigans you want to share with everybody?
Yes. Oh.
Yes.
You want me to? There was naked shenanigans for several hours yesterday, yeah, on Friday night into Saturday morning was playing Illuminati and also Modern Problems Require Medieval or Fantasy Solutions. That was fun.
Very cool. Very cool.
And Cesarion is finally able to prove that he's old with the identification thanks to stupid laws in countries. And that is going to, yes, it is going to torture almost everything.
He's in the
the receiving the facial for him did not work properly the other day.
Yeah, I had to
Guess they missed the facial.
Had to resend them an invite because he had to leave and try and come back to re-authenticate. Any of you other folks out there in the UK or EU, whatever it is, have problems getting access to our adult chat here on NBNN? Chime in and chat if you have.
Well, it's just because we flagged the entire channel as FW.
I know that, things. But you know, he's the first person I've ever heard, you know, have problems authenticating. So that's why I'm asking.
Facial recognition didn't work the other day. It worked today.
Oh, interesting. Thorin wants to know when has this channel had adults in it? Yeah, good question. More like flag for childish shenanigans more than adult shenanigans. But yeah, back in the early days. First off, let me say welcome to today's show, boys and girls. It is Monday, September 22nd, 2025. Here, inside and outside Shroud of the Avatar. But back in the early days, we used to have some. Probably still have some interesting bots floating around in our channels, and you could type a phrase or two and get a picture of some nice boobs or a nice butt or some other adult content along with the one time that I was suspended. I don't want to say banned, suspended.
From Twitch.
From Twitch. Yes. Because people didn't like when you subscribed
from the man show.
You would get girls jumping on trampolines and bikinis from the man show. And yes. But since that happened, we toned it down, and I guess either people forgot about the bots or just lost its flavor. whatever. But I'm sure that there's still. Let me see how many bots we actually have. I know that there's I have a whole category for bots over here someplace. But then there's a whole bunch of people who were offline before that. Let's see. We got the Discord me bot, Laz bot, Moo bot, sound effects bot, the widget bot, and Wild bot. Wild bot might have been one of them. And yeah, sound effects bot we don't need since Discord added their own sound effects for one, and then of course I use voice mod for the other sound effects, so we really don't need all that. But anyway, moving right along. Are you ready to get to some Shroud news or Shroud non-news?
Yeah, might as well. I mean, where do you want to start?
I don't know. Let's start with yet another build question.
Yet another build question, because there are an infinite number of builds.
Well, this one,
Wish Dragons.
Yeah, we would both have some insight into this, but I just found this pretty interesting because you'll see.
Oh yes, I am pretty sure you get plenty of these questions. Mine is more specific, I think. Currently, I have 2 specs going. I am GM and taming spec with all the important taming skills at 120. I am 95 in Bard spec. Everything at least GM, some like atonal are at 120. I have been building up the taming gear leather armor. I find myself using Bard in certain hunts, typically when I'm solo with my pet and we are fighting a mob or 2 at a time. The Bard skills are very useful, but if a large spawn rate, I generally don't use it due to picking up the extra aggro, and I can't just turn off a song. I am at least GM in almost all the skills in Fire Tree, Air Tree, and Moon Tree. I'm considering moving my spec from Bard to either Air or Fire. Fire has more offense, so I can contribute more, but Air has more defense, and the Air spec would allow me to stun more, helping my pet and me not get hit. Typically, I run around an Air shield for damage block, though in some cases, depending on the mobs, I use the Fire shield for the extra offense. I also typically run Air Embrace for the extra dex, thus extra dodge, but I know I'm using Enlightenment would increase my spell damage. Any advice that could help sway me?
Get a pet.
And Psycho is way off. There's a much easier way to do it. The point of that build is rotating cards, stacking cards, and locking cards, so not really doing anything but buffing your pet. And you should also have your 6 stack ready for by the time each song is falling off. If it's a bit of advanced deck work with, but very good, can pretty much do anything in game with that build. Maybe get a hold of Mondravis and see if he has time to walk you through his build. Conjurer, Aaron's Embrace raises your dex. Usually that is plus dodge, and to the weapon modifiers critical damage, and for the latter, much less useful to a wizard, but to an air mage, plus dex gives more light to your lightning spells and a higher chance to stun with them. Well, y'all are missing the point. The Bard stuff. Okay, here. Let me switch to my Bard deck real quick, because one, he's running damage skills that will draw a fuck ton of aggro.
Yeah, he's not reading those skills quite well enough to understand that.
So what he really needs to do is just focus on Anthem of Alacrity, which is the speed buff modifier, so it increases your move rate and your attack speed. And then after that,
the healing buff.
Yes. After that, if you're really worried about all of those ads, in the Bard tree, it would be Psalm of Stagnation. And it's like, realistically, it's like if you just do Savage Sonata and Anthem of Alacrity, which those two are all you really need, and cast Frenzy on your pet, it's going to demolish everything. And if you're really worried about things, Psalm of Stagnation.
Yes.
Or even Mesmerizing Melody. So you can either slow them down or you can stun them.
I use,
so you don't.
Sorry, I use Bard Tamer spec. I use Bludgeoning for stunning.
Yes.
And with the Bard skills, I just use Melody of Mend and Anthem of Alacrity. I don't use any other Bard skills.
Yeah. So Melody of Mending, remember, will actually pull aggro because you're AoE healing. So
no, it doesn't. Not to me, anyway.
Go do it on the air in an airship party and watch yourself die randomly.
Jack has a lot of experience with that one.
We're putting a bet on this.
Yes, Steve. We are.
I do it in the Well of Aldur with the Wyverns, and most the Wyverns do to me is they'll take one look at me, maybe take one bite of me, and then go after me dog.
Yeah. But pull out your pet, go get into a party at the airship, and since the pirates on there have 30,000 hit points each, you will draw aggro and randomly die.
Has been a while since I've done an airship. You could be right.
Yeah. So I have randomly died enough times out on the airship to stop casting Melody of Mending on the airship.
Yeah.
So
it goes hand in hand with just about any AoE healing spell.
Yeah.
Any AoE, if you start healing a tank in a big mob, and the NPCs, get wind of that, then they will go, hey, who's this guy healing the guy I'm trying to kill? And they will just turn their aggro towards you to stop you from healing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know the Lick Room in the Rise?
Yes.
I use it in there, I don't get any problem.
Well, if your pet aggro is high enough, then they're really not that powerful. And your pet's going to be pulling that most of that aggro anyways.
Yeah, I think pet aggro has
but you
quite a bit
really
to do it.
you really notice it on the airship.
Steve, what kind of pet are you using? Let's ask that question.
Red Snarler, for the most part.
I use a Red Snarler, but to be fair, I do use Venison Jerky as well.
Okay, yeah. Your aggro food buff, yes. The aggro food buff, yes. But if people would actually pay attention to this guy's Wish Dragon's build, they'd be able to answer the question. But the fact that more than likely he's running Melody of Mending as well as Atonal Aria, that right there is going to pull a ton of aggro off of all the ads.
Yeah, he doesn't mention that, though.
He does mention that he's running, atonal. So if you know which Bard spells actually pull aggro, it's much easier to manage.
Easier on a single mob like maybe the Frost Giant or a Breach boss, as long as the range isn't too far.
He says he has the skill at 120. He doesn't say he's I guess that would imply that he's using the skill, but
yes, this is all a discussion of how he's hunting and what he's doing.
Yeah.
But if he would go back and use either Mesmerizing Melody or Psalm of Stagnation, then he can run around and do whatever he wants and not worry about getting hit. But if he's trying to DPS, then he's going to run into a problem. And like Steve, I also use the bludgeoning. So I love with knockdown and also
stun,
ground pound, and knockback. Yeah, my knockdown's at 140.
I only use knockdown.
It's the only one that's on my damage. Yeah.
All right, continuing on.
But yes, a Candriel, there's mobs that resist magic offense and mages aren't effective against them. I have friends quit the game because they do nearly 0 damage against them. Yet they do want to play in those scenes. Bard skill's not resisted by any mobs.
Yeah, Bard skill is the what's the word I'm looking for?
It's the ignoring the OP's build. Being a mage in-game trap for PvE, melee and pets hit everything. It's all good there. Taming with Bard is good. Taming with air is good. Taming with fire will get you in that trap eventually. I left this message simple to avoid revealing specific spoilers. The game should be enjoyed and take the journey of exploration. Spec change is common as you figure it out. Psycho, I agree. There's a lot of...
I don't know. Yeah, well, a spec change. Okay, I was going to say, I don't know why people keep talking about that, but spec is one thing, is you can GM everything, so you can just switch between air, fire, water, even though I haven't put anything into any of those.
We need a phrase for 150 and 200.
Need a what?
We need phrase. Well, on UO, it used to be GM, Ancient and Legendary or something for 100, 110, 120. We got to 200 here. We need something for like 150 and 200 or 150 and 180, which is more realistically reached.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, Jack and I disagreed about 100 being Grandmaster a long time ago. That's just bogus to begin with, especially when that's only like the halfway point. But yes.
Yeah.
And Ultima didn't add those other ones till they started tinkering with their skill caps and everything else many years later. That wasn't originally in the game. Originally, it was just Grandmaster at 100, and 100 was as high as you could go. And you had the 750 skill cap, so it was 100, 100, and however you wanted to break it down for that 750 skill cap, Then people complained, and then trannies were born, and then...
Yes. Here, I'm typing out my quick reply. Let's see. What the fuck, Bard song?
I think I joined UO late, like I did with Sota.
Yes. Mesmerizing melody.
Yeah, I never played much on the original servers. And of course, reason back then was, again, I was a poor, broke gamer and couldn't afford the subscriptions. So as soon as I found free-to-play shards, I made the move over to those and played those pretty much religiously for several years until I wound up actually running my own shard.
Yeah, I did the same apart from running the shard, and I was a billionaire on a free server.
There. I added my reply. Songs that pull aggro, Melody of Mending, and Damage.
There you go.
Avoid those and let your pet DPS everything. Get some stun from the bludgeon tree. Knockdown is your friend. Songs that I run while hunting, Savage Sonata, Anthem of Alacrity. Buffs, Frenzy. eat your pet foods, knock down mobs that come at you. If you're really worried about ads, mesmerizing melody.
Ads?
Additional mobs.
Oh, well, yeah. To me, that looks
Laz
like
is the fun
commercials.
gamer.
Commercials.
Yes,
He's worried
yes.
about commercials.
Yeah. Yes, if you're worried about commercials, subscribe or change to twitch.tv/Cynicist.
Why, you've got
Yes.
commercials too. It doesn't matter.
Shh.
Yeah.
On mine. Yes. But there. I actually addressed his topic.
Unlike everybody else.
Yes. Unlike the other people. Yeah. I mean, it's like if you're worried about something being whatever.
And I see
There is
Conjure
another trick.
Dragon. They're going ahead hitting the Moo bot. If you haven't already entered, you got a couple minutes to get in on that first streamer bundle of the day. Yes.
There is another trick for keeping the aggro on your pet, and that is don't make yourself too powerful in the weapon skills.
Yeah.
Well, back in the day, there was some talk from the developers of what the best trade-offs are for actually making a build. And I believe that when all was said and done, the best range to be in was still between 80 and 100 points, because anything over 100, the incremental benefits you get from it aren't really that great until you get to, say, the 140s, 150s, 160s. And with that just comes a little extra power. But for the most part, they had explained that, being in the 80 to 100 range was probably the prime place for most skills to be at for effectiveness. Now, whether that still holds true or not, I don't know. But
well, I mean, that part of that is based off of
what?
Chris's Shroud math comments, and we know how accurate Chris is with Shroud math.
Yeah, well.
So using that kind of stuff is like completely useless. And I like how Lily's like staring at her cat bed right now. Like, do I want to get in it? Do I not? Here, you know what? We'll just brush you a little. Let you decide. There you go, Lily.
Well, things are awful quiet out there in the world today.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's Monday. I mean, aren't we supposed to have like patches and things like that?
Well, today is supposed to be lockdown, but
next week for the patch, I think.
What's that?
Next week for the patch, I think.
Yes, yeah, next today would be release. Yeah, today is lockdown.
We're still waiting for that lava dungeon thing that hasn't made it into the game yet.
Yeah, speaking of the lava dungeon, who wants to take me up on my offer from last week? I will, start writing
count
down.
The elms?
Huh? No.
Count the elms? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that wasn't the offer. The offer was I want to put up potions of guidance on whether it actually comes into the game or not. Now, I don't know if I should stipulate that it comes into the game bug-free or whether it just comes into the game, but I will put up potion of guidance.
We know it's not coming into the game bug-free.
Well, that's why, I didn't want to get too technical there, give people a fighting chance, but if anybody wants to, bet me potions of guidance, 1 for 1.
My state pension's been pulled forward a year. I'll probably be pulling that first, and it's still 8 years away.
But I'm going to say that that dungeon does not make it in next Monday.
Well, I mean, you could always reference our glorious QA directives for what we're going to be testing on QA.
Oh,
because when's the last post in there? Yeah.
Oh well, we
last post in there, June 10th.
Last time we talked about that was Alley Oop saying that they had patched just the week before, but of course there was no reference to it whatsoever. Yeah.
Shroud logic.
And of course, with the smokes a lot bug, which is what he's calling it now, the smokes a lot bug. Yeah. They
where they don't know how to scope a query.
Yeah, they supposedly updated the QA database twice last week, but whether that's actually true or not is another whole story. Because yeah.
I just love the fact that his solution is to go delete a bunch of shit from the database instead of doing it the way it should be done, which is scope your query.
Yeah, well,
so the lookup isn't.
I don't think that he's going to be able to actually do all the crap that he said he was going to do.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
And I love the Catu discussion in our Discord.
Yeah, if you are not in our Discord, I suggest that you join so you can keep up on some of the other discussions that happen after hours, because we have some hilarious but informative.
Do we want to bring up the UDP networking comment?
We could, but first things first. Let's go pull a giveaway.
Oh, who's going to be a wiener today?
The wiener on my side is Tina O'Neill. Tina,
Mercedes is the wiener on my side.
Oh, Paladin Michael. Very cool. Very cool.
Yes. Okay. Then someone's like going to come in and be like, man, your pronunciation of it is so off. So?
Yes, we know. We know.
I think I'm trying to say Michael Berg. And then they'll be like, the way you spell wiener is also archaic.
Wiener?
Yeah. Wiener. The archaic spelling. But yes.
Now we got some universe chat.
Oh.
Finally, after a half hour in the game, we got universe chat. That's what I was talking about. Real quiet out there today.
Oh. Yes.
But we're going to our Discord, and I got to scroll back a little bit. Scrolling back. Where is the talk?
To the Catu responding to Tina.
What was not targeting you, or before that?
In that was not targeting you. We're just going to skip down to.
Why don't you start with just this first one, just dropping to say a little further up. Go up further to the next Catu.
Yeah. I wasn't okay, fine. Just dropping in to say about the last video with speculations on whys and hows of the black hole thing. Nothing in this is caused by software they have decided to use. This is 0% MongoDB fault, 0% Unity, 0% Photon networking, 100% about programmers. While it seems like easily spotted stupid bug, in reality, these things happen. There's always a new corner case around the last one, and not everything can be seen. Obviously, tenacious testing by real testers, those who can break everything, which is you're intending to do, trying to do. Well, it works great on my machine, and by unit and integration testing done by the devs can bring bug count down, but never to zero. Good and consistent architecture helps with this kind of things, but the code base is a mess. So,
okay, now
and like
for reference,
and this is why I said it's if you scope your query properly, the bug does not exist.
okay,
The query that was performed was yes.
For reference, for everybody in the audience, Cat2 is working on backward engineering Shroud of the Avatar to create a private server for anybody who wants to know the details.
Yes.
So he actually rips apart the code week in and week out as he's doing this. So he has insight to stuff that most of us would never actually see in the game. And, he looks at all this stuff every month when the new patch comes out. He comes and tells us exactly what the changes he sees in the coding are these days now. And we appreciate him for that. But you want to read Tina's comment, or you want to just jump right next to it?
Yeah, we might as well. I wasn't saying it was Mongo database's fault, just how they are using it. Transferring the entire pet history of a character when all you care about is what on the lot is just batshit insane.
Amen. That's
where the query is not scoped properly. Every time I'm told something new about how they are using it, I get a headache trying to figure out what the fuck were they thinking. Their schema is horrific and makes me think they cowboyed it, giving no thought to it whatsoever. Chris even described that he can throw as much dirty data into Mongo as he wants, and that it will just keep chugging along. While I do think document storage encouraged that, no database type prevents it. I can write Fortran in any language. But yes, this is one where they did not lay out what they were doing with the game when they were creating shit. They just threw shit at everything.
The spaghetti experiment.
Yes. And then we get down to
6.
Yeah. Watch from YouTube, didn't see chat. Check from client side if there's something about this, but so many callbacks that I lost my trace and sanity. Seem like though it's a server side thing. So as they said, sending full JSON documents over without filtering on need to know basis can accumulate to huge packets. They use UDP networking, and if you send huge packets, then Photon networking automatically fragments those, so you get tons of max size messages that all need to be acknowledged by the client and resent if no acknowledge has been received for that packet. With big documents, problem. Yes. Well, I mean, it's stupid design decisions.
Right.
With big documents.
One of the markers of this bug was when you got near it, all of a sudden you got the network disconnect, which was probably overflow from all the packets being sent, right? One could be led to believe. Or packets
one
that
of many
being,
things, yes.
Packets were not being recognized because, Yeah,
it's all kinds of stupidness.
All of the above.
Yes. It is such bad design that the guy that created Shroud Math is a genius, and all we need is a chief velocity officer, and then we'll make sure and meet all of our goals. With big documents, this can be a disaster. Even just 1 megabyte of data requires tons of these fragment packets and continued spamming of client until it has gotten all of them. This is why games usually do not send data as text, that is super verbose, but minimal byte messages. Photon Network supports this nicely. You can send key value pairs and different kinds of variables, but they send JSON property bags. Basically, key value pairs, but it's not compact in any ways. I think most of the architecture came up with the rush to get something done, and they never had time to refactor stuff. Well, we know that because we're still sitting on proof of concept shit for everything. Because constant releasing and pleasing the crowd, possibly also incompetence. I'm going to go with a lot of incompetence, along with a lack of refactoring of anything to optimize. Because
if you think those numbers are interesting, or are you talking about the next numbers we're about to get to?
Oh yeah. And just checked the vendor zone listing. Server sent at least 5,000 packets to get data on 1,122 items from 250 vendors. That's a lot. Zero data compression, just plain text with their own obfuscation, so it's not readable. Big fragments and no care for networking at all. And you ever wonder why just sitting on the lot can be so problematic? Because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Yes. But yeah, then we got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, well, that was really the end of the discussion.
Yes. Yeah.
But
bring my Discord window back down.
Actually, there's more, but it's irrelevant. It's just Tina and Cat 2 at that point. Just having a conversation about it. But yeah.
And me and my comment about properly scoped queries.
Yeah.
Because yeah. Oh, you see Tyrion floating in space?
I do not.
Oh, it's
there. Oh yeah, he's just at a screen. What happened? We lost you. Oh, hold on.
That's why. I'm here.
I minimized you by mistake. I minimized you. You disappear in Streamlabs for someplace. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, Kitty's in space.
Yes, Kitty's in space.
Getting ready to jump. Go, Kitty. Here you go.
Yes.
They made a movie, The Cat from Outer Space, Disney.
Yeah. Hey, Thor and Strongarm made it into Discord.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, moving on. Next topic. Let's see. 15 minutes. I don't really think we have time for that one.
Oh.
Yeah, let's go for the next one in line. MIB. That does not stand for Men in Black.
Can we have this thing that's been asked for since release
Day one? Day one.
The message in a bottle. Himnu wants to know, can we have messages in the bottle we can fish up like treasure maps of the sea and seek out and fish up sunken treasures protected by enemies of the deep like giant crustaceans? Wait. He wants to go sailing? Don't we need sailing first before that going out?
Not necessarily.
Fish up He says sunken treasures. You would need a way to travel over water.
Well, there's a lot of areas where you can actually walk out into the water for quite a ways, and
Or you can use our fabulous method of getting into the water.
Yes.
Yes, because
yes, we
that
would
bug's been
actually
fixed so well.
need sailing to really get
Yes.
treasure maps of the seas. Because you can only
Yeah.
ever really fish the coastline of it. Actually, you can't even fish the coastline of the seas because
No, because you can't
yeah,
fish on the overworld map.
and you could technically POTs, spot some small village lots with boats out, into the middle of the waters, but you'd have to swim out to them to get onto the boats, but they don't move anywhere. So that really
Yeah.
doesn't help much either when it comes to that. But
No.
still, message in a bottle. And where did he come up with crustaceans? I mean,
Giant crustaceans because he
Yeah.
wants sea monsters.
I know, but sea monster, I never associated sea monster with a crustacean. I mean, come on.
Giant squid,
giant shrimp,
the kraken,
a giant
You've
shrimp.
not seen a giant crab.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Continue.
Sorry,
Mapper.
you've not seen a giant crab. There was a movie out where something had happened and creatures had turned massive size, and there was a giant crab being used as something, and it turned on its captain.
You could also go with SpongeBob, or if you're a Futurama fan, Zoidberg.
Zoidberg.
Yeah. And Mapper totally agrees. I would also suggest a revamp of the fishing loot as whole. We can already catch rare flotsam, which is great, but the loot inside isn't worth the effort.
Do we see something similar to like streamer bundles there? Or any other bundle? Like the loot tables and all those things really need to be revamped?
Yes.
Anyway, moving right along.
Oh my
Ariel
gosh,
the
he's a
mermaid
fucking
had a
idiot.
nice crab as a sidekick. Condra, you're too much.
Cracking on the squid. Add some rares or something inside, even if it's just simple deco. Why not a selection of lanterns or something that can come in, say, 30 random hues? Easy to build, gets us busy with stuff to collect because they don't understand these things. They can do a bunch of interesting things with new aquatic creatures in the fishing loot table. When you butcher these new creatures, they could sometimes drop an essence type that could be add unique abilities to crafted items and artifacts, or perhaps be used to create a food potion type consumable, because Rinaldi wants to add to the Shroud math of the RNG.
Confusion, yeah. Although I like some of his ideas. I gotta give him credit for actually tossing something
yes,
worthwhile and viable to discuss here, yeah.
The Fiddler Crab increases the effect of equipped artifact stringed instrument. Trumpet Fish increases the effect of any equipped artifact wind instrument.
Puffer Fish. I got a problem with that one. Only because...
Well, the Puffer...
well, never mind. Wind instrument, is...
Trumpet from something that...
when I think of wind instruments, I think of woods, not brass, but
woodwinds. You're thinking the woodwinds.
Yeah, but trumpet is a wind instrument, so
the puffer fish improves gust in some way. I will disagree with that on that one, because isn't the puffer fish known for containing one of the most deadly toxins on the face of the earth?
A certain species is known.
Okay.
Not all puffer fish.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you know the facts, if you know the facts about that puffer fish, porpoise and dolphin are known for hunting those fish so that they can get a buzz off of them, and they pass them around like a joint. They get them all scared, and so they can get the toxin, and they can get a rush off of the toxin.
The cuttlefish will increase your sexual prowess, according to Odorous Urangus. Is someone going to get that one? Definitely not Laz.
No.
Steve, did you get that one? Anybody? Nobody's a Guar fan? Electric Eel improves discharge spell or adds to melee weapon a chance of discharge on hit.
Why would you want to improve stealth abilities? Stealth doesn't really fucking work in this game at all, but that's beside the point. But anyway, moving right along. It says they don't produce the toxin themselves. It's specific to their diet. Oh, I didn't know that.
You'll know more about it. Then Seahorse improves movement speed on mounts. Anglerfish gives some buff to fishing. Brain Coral adds intelligence. Mussels adds strength. Pun on the homophone, muscle.
There's a pun for you, Tina.
Yes. With so many more, this could enhance the desire to fish, and it would also add new elements to both crafting and combat wish list. In regard to the original post message, it would be cool if we could craft a message in a bottle, recipe, empty bottle flask, wood scrap as cork, and wax, piece of paper with players writing. We sell the item to a fishing merchant. It gets put in the fishing loot table. But I think these could only have a chance to get caught if you failed catching the standard items fishing loot table.
Well, that would be a given.
Just regular fishing.
I mean, it would be the same chance as pulling up a boot or a hat or whatever other oddities. What other strange stuff comes up in fishing as it is right now? I mean, you just throw that in with the same randomness. At that point.
Yes. But yes. But yeah.
So that when tons of bottles are dumped.
Yeah. But yes. Player catches the bottle. He can open the bottle and reveal the enclosed note. Perhaps an enclosed item can be included as well. What about like building a ship inside of your bottles?
A ship in a bottle?
Yes.
Yeah, no. That would be that'd be a nice little piece of decoration, though. I tell you that much. But yeah,
it would be some craft that deco.
Yeah. You get ships in a bottle from digging up treasure chests. Shouldn't they be fished up?
Really? Is that actually something we have in the game? I don't think I've ever seen one of those.
I'll mail you one in a minute.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
Have to wait for Steve to finish his die run.
Yeah. Tina says, I think he's saying to have a single entry for bottle and pick one of the bottles that have been sold. That way, if I dump 20,000 bottles, it won't screw up the tables. Well, I mean, at one point, who the hell was it? Dumped all those wings into the loot table. I mean, that didn't really mess up the loot table. I mean, it wasn't 20,000, mind you, but he dumped several hundred into the loot table at a time, if not, more than that over time. And, people were finding, you can still find them in the loot tables out there. I'm trying to think of his name. I can't really remember it.
Yep.
But I don't think that actually screwed up the tables, just dumping that, that many in there. Just still randomizes it. No matter whether you put 2 or whether you put 2,000, the chance would still be the same, I guess. But, that is Shroud Math and our beautiful RNG 3. chance
Something.
out there. Yeah. It's Coswald. Thank you, B. Coswald Dirtmeyer dumped all the kind of wings into the loot table. Thank you, thank you. At least somebody out there is paying attention to me.
Yep.
Yeah, Cosworth had some sort of competition thing, hand back the most of his stuff, and you won something. Not sure it's still running, even though it's advertised on the website.
Well, there was a trash to treasure thing where somebody was running that one.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, that was Coswald.
And of course, anybody can run something like that. If you want to run your own trash to treasure, you can, go ahead and create some stuff and say, first person to bring me pumpkins. I don't know if pumpkins actually go into the loot. It's got to be crafted. It's got to be crafted equipment. So you would have to build something like a sword, a bow, a knife, backpack, something that is worn as equipment, armor, or something like that. The leaflets actually count. I don't know if that actually worked or not. I don't think I've ever gotten
leaflets.
I get blank flyers and what have you.
I remember hearing something about that, but I don't remember it ever actually having any outcome or effect to it.
Well, for that, I mean, you really have to have a timely loot distribution table.
Well, you actually have to have people out there
just hunting,
getting loot,
playing the game.
Okay, Steve actually sent ships in a bottle. And there's 3 different types. Ship in a bottle. Let me share these with you so you can actually show these as well. There's actually 3 different
packages
types
here.
Yay! Thank you, Steve. Yeah, so
you're welcome. Just display them where you're sat.
No.
Yeah, we'll put them out here someplace for a little while.
Blue, green, and red. The boat, frigate, and pirate.
Yes.
With a different colored what? So I don't think they've ever really looked at a ship in a bottle before.
Well,
how many ships in a bottle have you ever actually seen standing up?
Yeah, standing up. Well, I want to see what it looks like. Hold on, let's put it on the lot. Let's put it on the lot. Oh yeah, that's definitely not right. Put it right here in between us. Yeah, you're right. The bottle is not.
Don't forget to enlarge it.
What is the key for that? What is the hotkey to do that? I forget.
Something.
Alt X.
You're the one that rebound
Z.
your keys.
Alt Z.
And
no, Alt X. Oh yeah, okay. I see.
Yeah,
it's Alt X. And then turn it.
No, it was turned a proper direction.
I'm trying to see. I can't really. I don't know if that's really. But yeah, the bottle should be the other way. Absolutely.
It should be laying down.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Any real life ones laying down.
Yeah. I has anyone ever seen a message or a ship in a bottle that is placed that way?
No. But you know what time it is, Jack? It's time for us to get the fuck out of here.
Oh, yes, it is.
Giveaways and
My streamer bundle is going to be going to B Striker.
Batosh. Batosh is getting mine.
Man. Wiener. There you go. Bovanov is going to be getting a Steam key from me of a very positive game that needs to reload. Hacknet going to whoever I said it was going to. Bovanov. Yes, Bovanov. Hacknet is $1.50. Free. That's all that matters.
That's right. A free game is better than no game at all.
Right.
And holy crap, Lumir's into the game. Did you fix your computer? Was he using his laptop?
Yeah, like I'd be able to get in this game on my laptop.
And the lovely Jigoku is my game key winner. Let's see what we've got for her. Jigoku, you are going to get yourself a copy of Catbait on Steam. Catbait on Steam. Looks like a cute game. And Catbait on Steam is currently $5 game, but you got an early access game. You can actually download a free copy of it to check out the demo. But congratulations to Jigoku, and thank you all for joining us here each and every day. We do appreciate it, because without you guys and gals, we wouldn't be able to do what we do here each and every day, and we thank you for it. We'll be back with more tomorrow, right here on NBNN. Until then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And I'm Lomir, finally.
And I'm Steve.
And this is NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Cheers, guys.
See ya.